Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I talk about the movies, shows, merchandise, and whatever the case may be, I guess. You can say whatever's related to them in any shape or form. So I guess to give you a bit of context for what I'm about to say, this and somehow is in relations to the Buzz Lightyear movie. Okay, Lightyear, I mean, for the obvious reason. We know what scene I'm referring to. We all know. And of course, the whole bit in Florida of the whole thing, don't say gay bill. Yeah, with this smuck. So, again, just trying to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm talking about here. So, okay, let's get to the point. Yeah, this Jonathan individual, he celebrates Disney, and he wants to have like a space for young boys to dress up as Queen Elsa or Prince Anna, whichever they might want to do. Yeah, he wants this to be as a way to, I guess, basically have a stance for the LGBT plus community, which yes, the Disney company, excuse me, the Walt Disney Company has been severely criticized for just because for taking a stance with these kinds of issues. So yeah, a lot of people just because of the fact they took a side with these individuals. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that really, like at all. But this individual, I guess, trying to do it thing in his own way and whatnot. So yeah, there's of course also people who are working here, I guess you can say. So he, just so you know, if you don't know who this is the individual who voiced Kristoff in the Frozen movies. Yep, I just had to sneak in Frozen one way or another. So there's that. Yeah, this individual he voiced Kristoff in the films. He pretty much took the opportunity to bring up how Disney and Frozen had allowed him to embrace his identity, so to speak. So he stated that in an interview as a young gay boy and growing up in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Disney VHS tapes at the time were his primarily source of escape, so to speak, and self-expression. He stated, adding that as a child, he would dress up as everyone from Peter Pan to Mary Poppins, so on and so forth, and whatnot. So, she liked to play a bit of dress up. So I guess this was his way to continue this kind of a thing. Yes, I realize that I'm talking about Elsa, Disney, and Princess Anna again. And if anyone asks me why am I doing it, well,
Because fuck you, that's why.
so yeah, this was definitely a great chance for the voice actor to do what he wanted, of course. And like I said, there was definitely a lot of criticism towards the Walt Disney Company that has received because of its stance on the LGBT plus community, because they have been facing a lot of backlash after it was revealed that the company had founded its own thing, of course. And yes, Florida's controversial "Don't Say Gay" bill and its backers, including the one governor I just showed you, of course. And but yeah, it's ridiculous that this kind of thing would have occurred and whatnot. And yes, in Florida, those Disney stores, those Disneyland and whatnot. So of course, any of the individuals who are part of the community, or at least supporters of the community, well, of course, we affect them in a bad way as well. So obviously, they had to take a political stand when it comes to kind of thing, and rightfully so. Uh, uh, Part of the, I guess, a faction of the Disney employees over there anyway took part in a walkout protest on March 22nd, I guess you would say. And, can't blame them for that, of course, and whatnot. So there's that, obviously. So yeah, this kind of a thing, of course, had been done. Obviously, it's just ridiculous and whatnot. This kinds of stuff still occurs to this very day. You would have thought things would have changed for the better, but give me a break. You're still going to have an issue with this kind of thing. It makes absolutely no sense because a lot of people act as if that like you're being hateful person somehow because of this, which makes no sense when you think about it. Yeah, there's still people out there to take issue with the LGBT plus community, out there because, well, case in point, here you go.
This bill is now headed for Gavin Newsom's desk. And here's what the bill provides. It actually provides that an adult who has sex with a child but is within 10 years of the age of the victim. Now, folks, I don't see any age limits even on this. Within 10 years of the age of the victim, then that would not be considered a crime. That means, yes, just what it implies. That means that a 20-year-old could use a 10-year-old, and that's okay. Not if you're 21 and the person's 10.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of shit. So, of course, people like that would just come up with some, conspiracy theory kind of a thing going on, acting as if that, oh no, it's a certain group of people out there that's doing something bad, that's doing some evil, apparently. Which, of course, is a complete lie. And, but yeah, people like that would just make things up and act as if it's true somehow, based based upon absolutely nothing, really. It's just people be, really hateful, just coming up with some sort of thing, as if there's some sort of false narrative and whatnot. But yeah, of course, companies like Disney or whoever else had to be careful with this kind of a thing because people just make things up just to make them look bad because of some absurd political thing. You realize that LGBT plus didn't have to do that in the first place when they were being picked on. If there's anybody that started this kind of thing, if anybody made it political, it would be a lot of the Christians that did it from the get go. They started it. The LGBT plus community just want to live their lives. That's it. Not doing anything wrong. But they're acting as if they're being under attack somehow, just because they just want to live their lives because of some sort of gay agenda, as if they want to bring down society and kill families or something. Yeah, just talk about really reaching out there, just making it extreme, I suppose, because it makes no sense. They're just being really fearful and whatnot. And this individual just felt like you should separate who you are. You should be who you want to be and whatnot. And that in itself isn't a bad thing, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing if you just want to be yourself, and that's it. I mean, as long as you're not hurting nobody, I guess. I really don't care. But I cannot accept this group of people up to some evil, something that's considered disgusting and whatnot. What are you talking about? Okay, but yeah, all right. But yeah, folks, let me just wrap things up because this is something I want to keep fairly short and whatnot. And but I know this is gonna bother some people anyway, so whatever. But yeah, the others, of course, there's gonna be a lot of ways that those things can be fixed. Of course, there's a lot of problems that need to be fixed, and there's a lot of ways you could fix them, I guess. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this real quick, folks, because I thought it was a nice thing that the one. Yeah, I just thought it was really nice that the one voice actor from the Frozen movies we're actually trying to do something sweet, trying to do something nice, and have I guess you can say, a spot for everybody to feel comfortable, to be who they are and whatnot, to be who they are deep down and whatnot. So that's good. That's definitely something in the right direction, I guess you can say. So I guess it's something, I suppose. Anyway, folks, yeah, I guess that'll be it. There's not much, like I said, there's not much else I can say about this specific topic, I guess, for now. Anyway, as always. Thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Oh boy, this was, yeah, crazy.